All right, this is what we got going on over here. Go below and get into the Disruptive Male program, where we teach you how to be more masculine. We teach you how to stay in the masculine frame. Plus, we put you into the Royal Prince program, where we increase your money, help you manage your money, start a business, and ultimately, you graduate, you can get into that extremely sexual disruptive male content. All right, so let's get into this. There are millions of women who want a sugar daddy. I think there's 160 million women in the United States of America. And let's cut that in half. And let's go down to 90, 80 million. 80 million women, and then let's cut it some more. There's a large group of women who want a man to be a financial provider. Want that. They want to be taken care of. They want someone to shoulder the burden. They want someone to, quote, be the man, right? But I went on this site years ago to run some experiments. And we'll talk about the experiments toward the end of the video. You don't want to miss those. And I got some responses, but nothing really to write home about. So I came off the website. Then, for some reason, one day it just hit me. I was like, I wonder what's going on over there. So I logged back in the website, and I have like 160 replies. Now, here's the thing. The replies only exist for 21 days. After that, they disappear. So 160 women on there found my profile and were looking for a sugar daddy. They're looking for someone to take care of them, looking for someone to give them money. So here is the thing. The number of men who could be sugar daddies is actually quite low. And there's a number of men who are not like Anton Daniels, who are married, who are faithful and loyal to their wives, who have money, but they're not going to be a sugar daddy because they have a good wife. So here's the thing that you guys have got to understand, that there's a rabid wave of women looking for sugar daddies. How do we know? If you are a 40-year-old male, 40 to 50 years old, haven't you noticed that all of a sudden it's much easier for you to get women? Women are calling you. You get on dating profiles. You get more attention than you got in your 30s, your 20s. The reason is women are looking for security. Women are looking for people who can provide. They're looking for men who can protect. It isn't that you all of a sudden just got handsome and women are like, oh my God, I gotta get me someone G. No, the marketplace has changed. The marketplace has changed totally, because when a woman is in her 18 to around 25, the marketplace is hers because she's in her sexual peak. She's in her peak childbearing years. And a lot of women make a big mistake. Okay, these are the books that we have for sale. The Savage Lawsuit, How to File, When to Collect Without a Lawyer. That's a great book. It'll help you file a lawsuit. Then we have The Motherfucker Principle, free digital download. That's an awesome book. Changes all the way you think. All right, so let's kind of get into the YouTube game. This is how you can start a YouTube business and make a lot of money. It is incredible. Let's get to the Uncover the Investment Lie. This is a principle that I've talked about for a long time, and this is a book you can go ahead and get today. Now let's get into, discover the secrets to a lasting marriage before you get married, talking about finances. Very few people even have this conversation. And let's get into unlocking the secrets of aggressive money management, Savage Money, a different kind of book. And let's get into, for those of you who want to make some money, the Sales Guide, how to set up a sales process and begin to do the things that you need to do to make your sales process a winner. So let's go ahead and get into Unlock the Secrets of Permissionless Management. How to Hire People. Great book on how to hire people and set that up. And let's get into the granddaddy of all, permissionless wealth, how to build multiple businesses at the same time. This is a guide for you who want to literally have the holding company concept on lock. Now, if you're on my team, you're my girl, you're one of my people, I will help you out. But I had this one girl. She was stunningly attractive. And she literally told me that I needed to cash app her some money just to speak to her. And my response was quick and succinct. Oh my, you got me messed up. Have a great day. I never contacted her again. But guess who contacted me 5 years later? Yeah, it was her. 5 years later, because the reality hit her like upside the head. And she's like, hey, how you doing? I'm sitting there like, who is this? Because I had clearly forgotten who she was. And I was like, do I know you? She said, yeah, we met some time ago. I like, send a picture. She sends a picture. And I'm like, oh, it's you. So you would see these things, but there's all these women who want help. But on social media, you was like, I'm independent. I'm living my best single life. I'm traveling. I'm cooking. I'm hanging with my girls, right? There's something in life that's called reality. And reality does not play. Reality does not care. Reality is brutal. Reality doesn't play with folks. And at some point, you see this with certain stars. Tracy Ellis Ross, Cree Summer. You see it with a lot of these older women who are still very attractive, but they're old and alone. Now, Tracy Ellis Ross, she's had top shelf men her whole life. She could have been married, she could have had kids if she wanted to. But, because she thought that she was going to continue to get someone, this is one of the reasons that she's in the position that she's in now. I will give Tracy credit because she said something in an interview that I thought was very precedent. She said, just because you're with a man and the man is handsome, wealthy, and attractive, do not think that you'll be his only woman. She said that in the interview. Props, Tracy. Because here's the thing. Men who know that they got it going on, like me. I knew that I could have 3 girlfriends. They would know about it because I was economically viable. I was vigorous. I had my stuff all out in the game. I knew I could get away with it. But here's the thing. As a man, you get older, you get economically sufficient, the things you can do are amazing. As a woman, you get older, even if you remain pretty. The number of men who knock on your door gets smaller and smaller. Smaller and smaller. So, back to the Sugar Daddy Chronicles. All of these women are out here looking for a sugar daddy, a man to provide and protect, right? Me, I'm a nerd. So I go on this website. I think it was Seeking Arrangements or something. And what I did is, I never put my photo up there because I was doing YouTube and stuff. So I was like, And I actually had this protocol, which I borrowed from the Craigslist protocols. I am looking for X, Y, and Z. Very deliberate, very specific, and it would be great if you enjoyed being spanked, right? And I sent this, and the younger women were like, they were not going for it. It's like, I need money. Oh, this is something else I found to be interesting. And I thought, who would do such a thing? There was a lot of women that wanted to have a platonic sugar daddy relationship, meaning that you got to see them, they would go to dinner with you, but there absolutely was no sex. I was like, Who would enter into this thing? Apparently dudes do it. I personally, I laughed. I chuckled. I was like, you're crazy. That ain't happening. You have a great day, right? So I got on the site and I was like, you know what? I'm going to use my magical powers and I'm going to get me a girlfriend off of this site. Yeah. So I changed my messaging, learned this from the Craigslist protocols. Messaging is key. And I started messaging people and messaging people and messaging people. Number one, I didn't have a profile up. I didn't have a profile picture up, right? And that's one of the tricks I've used in recent dating sites. I don't put my profile picture up. And I started talking to this woman and we agreed to meet for dinner at Papa Do's. We go to dinner, we're having a good time. And I say to her, you want to go back to my place? And she was like, sure. So we go back to my place and I do things to her because she was in the BDSM. And ended up dating her for like almost 3 years. I never gave her a penny the whole 3 years. And she was from a sugar baby website. I have done that 5 times. I've been able to pull women off of a sugar baby website and turn them into girlfriends. Why? These women are looking for something. They're not looking for a dude to just come fuck them. They're looking for a stable relationship. Now, once again, it's not easy. It's not easy because most of the girls on there are looking for that check. But you can, if you have the right skill sets, you can go ahead and pull a woman off of one of these dating sites, these sugar baby websites, and turn her into a girlfriend. And I will say, these girls tended to be some of the best girlfriends ever. Very attentive, sex outstanding. But the whole pathway is there's a lot of lonely, desperate women out there. There's a lot of women out there who want a man, and there's a lot of women who come on social media and say one thing in January, and by October, they're saying a different thing. A very, very different thing. So one of the things that you guys have got to understand is I feel my morals are, I think it would be stupid. Once again, I think it would be stupid for you to be a sugar daddy in today's dating market for a lack of skill sets. Like, I think personally, this is my personal opinion, to pay a woman $1,000 to have sex with her one time is asinine to me. I'm just like, I couldn't see it. I was just like, no. Marty, it's a no. For me, it's a no. It's a no-go. It's a no-go. I could not see that. Now, why can't I see that? Craigslist protocols. I had drop-dead gorgeous women come to my house and have sex with me. I didn't have to take them out. I didn't have to give them money. And this is the key thing. They had sex with me because they had burning desire. They really wanted what I had to offer. With a sugar baby, you could get someone who may not be interested in you and just doing it for the money. And I'm gonna tell you something. Having sex with a woman who has burning desire is totally different than having sex with a woman who's just been there. Because I have to look back at my sexual experiences earlier in life. Now there's pathways, there's different levels to it. But typically, I know what it is to have sex with a woman who's just kind of there. But I also know what it's like to have a sex with a woman who is literally wants you. Give you a good example. I would play the clip if I wasn't using the phone to record. There was this one chick I was dealing with. I would spank her and she would get so horny and she would start talking. She's like, let me suck your dick, daddy. That kind of burning desire is totally different than when you're having sex with her. Because she wants you, she likes you, she enjoys you, she loves it. Totally different. And that's why, for me, Marty, it's a no. $1,000 to have sex with you one time? That makes no sense to me. But there are dudes out there doing it. There are dudes who are out there doing that type of stuff. And I'm just like, But once again, you know, with the Sugar Daddy Chronicles, if you're in a little small town, you can be a cheap sugar daddy. If you're in a little small town without a lot of resources, you can get a lot of stuff for a little bit of money. But typically, I would avoid men to avoid the sugar daddy stuff. I would tell you, number one, get your economics together. Number two, get your body together. Number three, get your mental together. Number four, learn to figure out who is a submissive woman. Give you an example. There's a banker, one of the banks I use, and I met her and I talked to her, and I intimately know this woman is submissive. I've never approached her. It's just the way that she acts around me. Because I was unaware of this, but I have a certain type of presentation. When I'm out, I'm just very much in my element. But typically, I will tell you guys to learn how to source submissive women, because there's a ton of them. There's a ton of submissive women. They're all over the place versus dealing with these Meg Thee Stallion type chicks. Because here's the thing, and this is something I've seen with Tracy Ellis Ross, Cree Summer. These women have made incredible incomes, millions of dollars a year. So they would meet these men who are not on their financial level, and this creates a problem. It creates a huge problem for them. Because at one point they're like, this person isn't really there. He's a man and he has a penis and all this other stuff, but he's just not their first choice. Their first choice is Thor the Barbarian. No, Conan the Barbarian. I don't know if you remember him. He was a cartoon character. Conan the Barbarian. That's who they like. And I just think to be a sugar daddy is just one of the worst things that you can do for yourself in today's marketplace. There are so many more options. There's just so many options. And just to hand a woman you hardly know, she's not in your corner, she's not on your team, she isn't for you, I think it's just stupid. So I had this email and someone was like, yo, Uncle G, how can I get access to that sexual content? And the person was like, I'm already a very successful man. And I'm just sitting there like, number one, I haven't even started to create that content, because this is what I was thinking. It's going to take people months to go through the Royal Prince program, months. So I was in a hurry to create the content. And he was like, what if I'm already economically viable? And I was like, what do you mean? And he sent me his pay stubs. Dude makes $500,000 a year. I was like, you have a good check, but there's probably some other areas you need to improve. And he was just like, because dude's like, want this sexual content and all this other stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, would someone pay me $10,000 for that sexual content? I really wonder if you can get through a sexual program that makes you irresistible to women, ensures that you have sexual, like, I don't know what it's like to jack off. I haven't jacked off in maybe 20 years because I have a woman around for those purposes. So I'm thinking, this isn't a lock. I'm just thinking maybe I will go ahead and put that up and put $10,000 price tag on it just to see what happens. And for those who cannot afford that $10,000, it'll be a graduation gift once you graduate from the Royal Prince program. Now, the thing is, the Royal Prince program is going to take you some time. It's going to take you some time. But I haven't started on it, and it's going to be really different because the Craigslist things doesn't exist anymore, so you can't use that stuff in Craigslist. But I figured out how to use the protocols on regular dating sites, and that's how I got Tressie. So it still works. It's just, once again, I'm gonna put together a program, and once again, I got so many things I gotta put together. So this isn't a priority. I'm not trying to do this right now because I got to put together other stuff. So we will see. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Let me know if you've ever been a sugar daddy. The sugar daddy stuff, that just cracks me up, man. It just cracks me up. It's one of the funniest things I ever think, to pay a woman $1,000 to have sex with her one time. I couldn't do it. I'm gonna tell you why I couldn't do it. I met this woman, Craigslist protocols, and she was somewhat gruffy. She was a little scrappy, right? And, I meet her in Cobb County in the Starbucks parking lot. And I'm in her car. Well, I'm in her car because I get in her car and everything. We're talking and all this other stuff. And she followed the protocols, did what I needed her to do, but she was just somewhat snappy and stuff. And then I was like, you know what? Hand in the back of the head, pull the dick out, made me come in the Starbucks parking lot. And I was like, oh, okay, you're on the team. So I have learned how to look past the bluster and all that other stuff and still get to the goods. So let me know what your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you want. We may make this a possibility.